Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, where I continue my downward spiral into gem poverty by playing Dominaria United, despite regularly losing pretty badly. However, Archangel of Wrath is absolutely nutso great, is my understanding. I mean, a 4-mana 3/4 lifelinker with flying is very, very, very good. And it also has, like, kicker abilities to make it do damage, like be a removal spell that heals you when it comes into play. So very, 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 very good. I'll certainly take that here. But I just want to look around at what else I'm passing in case that matters. You know, a Bulwark, Citizen's Rest, Love Song of Night and Day, Garna. So, like, some good white stuff, sadly, but we're obviously still taking the Archangel. It's rated like top, I don't know, 5 in the set or something probably. If I look at DMU, draft, order, just out of curiosity, how good does Draft Sim think this card is? Number 2 in the set, yeah. So worse only than Sholdred, one of the 2 game, cards that win the game all by themselves. So I'll take a Phyrexian Missionary, very nice, uncommon in white, and it also wants to be kicked black. Is there any, like, life gain theme in this format? There's not really, right? The fact that these two both have lifelink is not really that important. They're just good cards that go together well. Baird would also not be unreasonable, I think. Yeah, I guess I should think about those 2 possibilities. But I think I prefer Archangel of Wrath in a kind of, like, grindier control deck where you have this turn 6 play that just completely swings the board. And in that kind of deck, I think the Missionary is a lot better than Baird. Where Baird is about killing them very quickly, and this can do that. You know, the board is contested, and you play like a 5-mana 3/4 flyer that kills one of their creatures, and also gets you back into the position of winning the race. That certainly can happen. But I think the Phyrexian Missionary is better and less committal, so we'll take it. Braid's Frightful Return is not my favorite card, but returning like either of these to your hand is kind of insane. I think Bortuk is probably what you're supposed to pick here, like if you're really trying to stay open to whatever's coming, but I'd rather try to force black-white, honestly. Urborg Repossession, I guess, is pretty great too. But I don't know. I haven't taken Braid's Frightful Return like at all that I can think of, and I don't really know why. I guess the point is that, like, Urborg Repossession gives you back 2 creatures, right? Or 1 creature more cheaply. But it costs green to get the good effect, which I don't really want. And it doesn't have the other effects that Braids does of, like, giving you, if you were going to play this just at 1 mana, I think you would rather play Braid's Frightful Return because, you have these other abilities you can get as well. The, like, make your opponent sacrifice stuff deck is kind of black-white. I mean, that's not the only thing black-white can do, but it has Benalish Sleeper, it has Braids, Frightful Return, stuff like that. So if you can make tokens, make your opponent sack stuff, this seems pretty cool. I mean, the Mesa Cavalier should be fine. I could take Dura, but I'd rather not. Could take the blue-white land, but I don't think I want to. I could take Stall for Time, I guess. But I don't think I want to. That one's closer. I think this is a very reasonable choice. But in just, like, non-blue white, I don't think it's that great. And so far, we kind of want to be non-blue white. We're not committed to it or anything. Writhing Necromass is great. Morrow is a little bit weird. Like, is it possible I'm not supposed to be in white? I don't think yet we have that strong a signal. I mean, Red seems out of consideration. But there's been a decent amount of good blue and green going by, hasn't there? Like in that last pack. What was in the last pack that I was thinking about? Tura, that's right. And Stall for Time. I guess there wasn't all that much good blue or green in that pack. Okay. So I think we can just stick with the Writhing Necromass and say, maybe this pack just only had one good black thing in it. But I'm really interested in this Morrow going around so long. I think since I have the Archangel, I should push harder towards white and the colors that it wants to go with. I mean, what the hell? Mossbeard Ancient is still here. I mean, the Outrider, I think, goes okay with this plan. But this is 2 packs in a row. We've seen some really strong green stuff. Was there any good green before this? Bortuk in pack 3. And a Bite Down in pack 3. Pack 4, not really. So it's really just the Morrow and the Mossbeard Ancient. Are those enough to sway me? I think I'd rather just take Amaria's Outrider. Be like white plus red or black or both. Yeah, there is some good green stuff here, right? Like, Soul Tender, Sojourner, I mean, is good, but I'll take a Sprouting Goblin. Samite Herbalist should be good. A red-black land is a little interesting, but I just want, like, a 2-drop that does something. I don't know, though. This land, man. If I end up in both red and black, and even if I don't, like having access, if I end up, let's say, in black-white, having this as a way to splash red should still be good, right? So I think I take the land here. Herbalist is okay, but not as good as the land, I think. I mean, Battle Rage Blessing is not that good, but what if it were good? And then there's just Goblin Picker. I think it's like a totally fine 2-drop that helps you dig to your good stuff. There's the Benno Sleeper I was talking about. Goes well with Braids, maybe. This is the pack that had the Morrow in it, isn't it? Yeah. Well, unsurprisingly, somebody took it. Green does seem a little open, so I'll try to prioritize those when I'm picking random sideboard garbage. Okay, wow. I mean, that's a very strong card. We're not going to run it. LS is also very good. The Codex is probably not that good. I don't want any of these lands. I wouldn't mind the Molten Monstrosity or Tribute to Urborg or Mesa Cavalier or Codex, but I think we take Ellis. Very funny. I mean, another Benelish Sleeper? Or do I maybe want some draw? Shadow Prophecy. 3-mana instant draw, probably, probably look at 3, keep 2, but lose life. A little bit troubling. Like, 3 mana to draw 2 is fine. This is worse than that if you have only a domain of 2, but if you have a domain of 3, it's like about as good. The 2 life that you lose is not a joke. But we have a lot of life gain in the deck. So I think we can mostly ignore that and just look at this as a pretty nice draw card. We're doing pretty well on 2-drop slots, so let's try to get some more value. Resolute Reinforcement's just very good. But what about Tori? It still seems like I don't know if I'm in red-white or black-white. I could be in both if I get enough fixing. And Resolute Reinforcements is fine in all of them, right? Like... I think I should take the Reinforcement... Or, I don't know. Destroy Evil's probably better, right? Oh, what about Rager? I really don't want to play both. What I kind of want to do is cut the red. In which case, Phyrexian Rager is probably better than Destroy Evil. But maybe not. I'm just going to take the Destroy Evil. Can't be too far wrong. Another Benelish Sleeper. A Soul Tender. The Cleaving Skyrider is pretty cute. I think it's for a more aggressive kind of red-white deck than we are. We don't have a bunch of tokens. It's cute to flash in when your opponent's attacking with a bunch of creatures and kill one of those. But I don't know if I'm necessarily going to get that chance too often. It might just be the Soul Tender. More like slow value. This is like late tempo, right? And this is late value. I don't know if we need the like late tempo so much. And our early tempo seems fine. I don't think I need another sleeper. Artillery Blast is not very good. Probably have enough value that I don't necessarily need another Shadow Prophecy. This is not good, but it's fine. Now, I have in the past claimed that every white deck wants Heroic Charge. And I think that might be true. We don't have a million tokens. In fact, we don't have any. Because I didn't take the Resolute Reinforcements. So this is not going to do that much necessarily. We could try the Amplifier. I don't have that many instants and sorceries, do I? No. So I think it's just another Benelish Sleeper. Try to keep the opponent from getting stuff to land. To stick. Okay. Probably supposed to be a Captain's Call here. The Phalanx is good. I don't really have any activators for it. But even with just a couple creatures, it's like a 4-mana 4/4, and that's totally fine. This is 4 mana for several 1/1s, which would help with tokens, but currently I don't have much that cares about tokens. It's... Well, actually, the Benelish Sleepers, I have 2 of those. They love this stuff. And Ellis doesn't mind it either. Okay, fine. I've convinced myself. I'll take the Captain's Call. I don't have a way to sacrifice anything yet, right? Well, okay, Braids, actually. So this could do something. The Codex has Wield. I think it's too greedy. Could take a Monstrosity. Could take a red-green land, actually. We have a Sprouting Goblin, if nothing else. And Maria's Outrider. Yeah, we might end up splashing a forest. The Codex is so strong, but I don't think this is really the deck to try to run it, unless I get more lands real soon. Faith Bonder's fine. Are you kidding me? Both of the 2 other cards I was thinking of taking have wheeled here. Okay, well now that we have the Captain's Call, I think Tori is pretty good. Elder Dragon War is a great pickup. Garna is also a great pickup, but not as good as the Elder Dragon War. Oh, look at all this white stuff. I want all of it. There can't be 4 other players playing white in this pod, right? I should get one of these, and they're all fine, although I wouldn't be happy if it were the Vanguard. Knight of Dawn's Light is amazing. Ew. The Leech? I don't really want any of this, but I could see this being good just because we have the Writhing Necromass. Does it look like we're playing black, though? It kind of doesn't. I mean, the braids thing is kind of cute. Oh, Ellis I would like to keep. That's true. Could probably throw out the pickers. Oh, I have to put them over here. Excuse me. Just because I have so much... Oh, I have to take them out one at a time, huh? So much in the way of 2-drops. Can cut the Faith Bonder... I mean, could we be red-white just like splashing a little bit of black, maybe? For Ellis? And green for the Sprouting Goblin plus Outrider domain? Oh, and Benelish Sleepers are not that good if you don't have black, but I think they're still okay. Yeah. I think like I could run like 3 swamps in this deck, including this, and be fine. So I think maybe I shouldn't be taking another black card, but maybe red. Or stall for time. Like, is the Phoenix Chick good? It kind of is cute to sacrifice this and then get it back, I guess. Sure, let's try a Phoenix Chick. Another Outrider is looking good. Probably better than Rager, even if I were going to run black. Runic Shot is okay. But Heroic Charge is insane. Lightning Strike over 2nd Heroic Charge? Tough to say. I think it's probably supposed to be Lightning Strike, but like, isn't Heroic Charge incredible? I only have 1 or 2 ways to make tokens, don't I? It's just like just the one Captain's Call. But I have a lot of small dudes. I just don't have that much removal. It's like the 1 Destroy Evil, an Artillery Blast. Is there anything else? No. I think I should take the Lightning Strike. Another Destroy Evil. Oh, you know what? What if I put back in Enthrall to the Pit? It's like 7 mana to play that and Benelish Sleeper, but it, you know, could happen. I have so many 4-drops here. I don't think Thrall to the Pit is worth it. I'm just going to take another Destroy Evil. Keldon Strike Team. Beautiful. Exactly what this deck needed. A 3-drop that makes tokens. Don't really want a monstrosity. I'm not going to have that big of a creature on board. Smash to Dust is probably not that good, but in case I need some random piece of filler, I guess I could try it. Okay, so we're going to have to pull in a couple of the dregs, I think, to fill out the deck. Herbalist's fine. So maybe the dregs is like I'm not sure exactly. Let's have a look at what I cut. I don't remember anymore. So we could put back in another black card, like Braids. Or just like throw in a Goblin Picker or a Thrill of Possibility or something. Eight, 7, 2. Actually, our average mana cost is not that high, is it? But we have kicker costs and recursion. Could also conceivably run the Branch Rider, since I do have a little bit of a way to splash green. Or to kick green. Are there any cool synergies I'm missing? I feel like I'd need to take Thrill of Possibility or something lame like that. With 3 swamps, maybe I could run Braids Frightful Return. Benefits from my tokens, while also giving me some more value and something to do on 3. If I hit a swamp, which I guess is pushing it. And then just like throw in 1 white piece of garbage. Okay, well, I think I was a little bit too non-committal that draft. We'll see how it turned out. The deck is a little bit flimsy. But if it draws well, it should be quite tough to beat. Looks fine. Aside from the ugly lands. Haha. Green, white, black. What an interesting... Is this... This must be the Unfinity art, right? That looks like the Unfinity set symbol. Huh. I could have played the strike team, but I have dreams of kicking it. These colors are called Abzan so far. Sufferer? Alright, go on in, I guess. Wow, you can just take up the shield? That's unbelievable. Should have tail swept first, if that was your plan. Okay, well. Suddenly I'm at a big life deficit. This looks like it's a blocker for the 4/3, maybe. But what if they play another land and then threaten the pump? Then I have Destroy Evil, I guess, so that should be fine. So I hold this back to try to block. And if I can't, I'll Destroy Evil. Okay. So they have some other trick, I guess? Another take up the shield, maybe? That's fine. I can kill it next turn. It does mean they get a lot of life. Wait. Why didn't let me... Oh, it was illegal to... Yeah, sure. Archangel of Wrath, I would love to be able to kick. At the moment, I can't, obviously. I could blow up planes at some point instead of attacking here. Because I would like different lands than these, and I guess the race is not really relevant, huh? Very funny. Oh! I lost access to my... Oh no, the point was I was going to use the white on this. So I want to be kicking these cards, not just playing them. Fine. Do I do this again? I guess so. Feels kind of stupid, but... Okay, that's green kicker, which doesn't help anymore. But at least it gives me a second red for Tori. They have 2 white mana out of 5. Okay. So, I could get in a lot of damage if I wanted by kicking the strike team and swinging with Tori for support. But they would just block Tori, and I don't think that's that great for me. Doesn't have flash or something stupid, does it? No. So I don't have any good attacks. I think I'm just going to kick the strike team and not attack. It's like, if I did attack, what happens? I'm trading in Tori for 3, 7, 11 damage? That's not good enough. Not when they're at 31. Really could use that swamp. Or for them to tap out. Because then I could just Archangel of Wrath and kill the 2/2. Outrider's good. I'll play it. And this actually threatens to attack with, like, Heroic Wrath and what have you. Sorry, Heroic Charge. But also, like, I could just not pump, and when they double pump their own thing... No, that doesn't work. I was thinking I could then, like, Archangel of Wrath it at some point, but it would be a 4/4 with no damage marked on it, so that wouldn't work. That one, huh? No fear of Tori at all. Ooh, this is... useful, maybe? Oh, I was going to use the Sprouting Goblin. Looks like I can't. They still have 2 pumps available. Swinging with this 4/4, it just doesn't do anything. Oh no, it would be a 5/5. Whoops, it would do something. They can't block that. No, I would have to attack with Tori as well. Which I don't want to do. There it is. How much damage is Heroic Charge, actually? It's a shitload, right? Three, 6, 8, 12, Plus 3 is 15. Plus 6 is 21. Plus 14 is 35? I actually think Heroic Charge is lethal here. It's pretty much all trample, right? Well, it is all trample if I kick the Heroic Charge. Let's count that again. 6, 8, 12, 15. Plus Tori gives 1/1 6 times. 21. Heroic Charge gives plus 2 7 times. 38? I think we got him. In case we don't, this is a good follow-up, I guess. Like, we could try the Archangel of Wrath killing this, but, you know, why wait for them to play to draw Choking Miasma, right? Okay, so how much damage is getting in right now? Not enough, surely, right? 5, 10, 14, plus 18, 19, so, okay. But you can do first strike damage if you want. That's fine. That resolves. I don't have to kick, because everything already has trample. Not that it matters much. I'm telling you, every white deck wants Heroic Charge. This card is insane. I passed one earlier when I thought I might not be that kind of white deck, and then I passed a second one when I already had the first, and I'm still like, oh, I probably should have taken another Heroic Charge. But if you have too many of them, you end up drawing them in cases where like what you need is another creature. If you have just one, you can kind of like draw to it and it's your finisher. They didn't die by as much as I thought. I know this thing was stopping 4 of the damage, but I counted like 38. Maybe they were only at... I thought they were at like 28 or something. Were they at 32? Because that would all add up. I don't know. Yeah, I guess, like, it was kind of funny that I developed the two more small 2-drops. The same, like, or the turn before, I guess, I got my swamp down. So, like, Archangel of Wrath became a solution at the same time that I didn't need one anymore. Right, I played those creatures, and then the turn after that, I drew the swamp and just killed them without needing the Archangel of Wrath. Yeah, I think Heroic Charge is the much simpler approach, and much more likely to succeed. You never know what trick they might have if you try to Archangel of Wrath them. Maybe they're hanging on to a third, take up the shield. By the way, why don't I have one of those? That card is great. I don't think I saw a single one. I wish I had, like, more of those. More than 0. More than 1 would also be nice, but specifically more than 0. Okay, this is cool. Can't play Elder Dragon War anytime soon, but red is one of our primary colors. I wonder, I guess, by the way, the fact that there's like a Knight of Dawn's Light and a Knight of Dusk's Shadow, but not the other 2 colors, that's some sort of homage, I think, to the very early sets, I don't know if it was in the original Magic, but it was something very early, where there's a white knight and a black knight, and they both had like the ability to have protection from, you know, the other color. The white knight had protection from black, or could gain it somehow. And I think you could give both of them first strike, because they hadn't yet figured out that like Menace was better in black and was more thematic for black. I don't know. I don't remember. Let's look that up. Black Knight. Yeah, it costs BB. It's a 2/2 first strike protection from white. Yeah, pretty good. What happened? They just killed it with something red? Tribute to Urborg, something black. Okay, 3 lands. I wish I had a few more, but for now we have stuff to do still. These sleepers have been insane. I mean, they're just like removal spells, which you could get a dime a dozen, right? But they've happened to remove 2 very strong creatures. I mean, I don't know. If they're going to flash in Resolute Reinforcements, I'll be pretty embarrassed. Good. No, that's dead too, it turns out. And I shouldn't let it go to their turn. Because you never know what they might have to keep it alive. Opponents played a very strong deck so far. These cards are all great. Oh, I love you. You're the best. So we're saving Archangel Wrath as, like, removal. We don't need to play it right now. And once I have the black and the red available, it'll be better at what it does. Yeah, see? This is fine if I can just kill the Herbalist in a 1/1. It doesn't have to be game-winning all by itself. But it will be. This target, and you know what? They're Mardu. We should cut down their 1/1s just in case. Rather than, like, going face. No tokens for you. Well, I guess I'm killing all their non-tokens, but no creatures for you. You wide board lover, you. So in case it comes up, remember that this deals damage to your own creatures as well. Nice. Where's my Phyrexian Missionary, by the way? So that card, like, 3 for 1 them, right? They spent removal, it killed the Resolute Reinforcements, and it made them spend Take Up the Shield. But in fairness, like, they're actually not doing so bad. The Take Up the Shield is now generating value because of Baird. If I can draw a mountain, I'll be thrilled. Yeah. Let's see if they spend a trick on this. I wouldn't mind if they did. I guess I could have blocked a 1/1 actually. What am I thinking? Keldon Strike Team. Kind of bad if we're planning to play Elder Dragon War, but right now we don't have a mountain. This would stop a lot of damage, actually, just by putting those creatures on the board and not attacking with them. Okay, that's not too bad. It does make me think they might not have a combat trick anymore. If they attack with Baird, or, you know, a double block might be possible. Ooh, that's a very frightening... No. Oh, they made it a 3/3 on purpose. I guess to dodge Destroy Evil, right? Wow. I don't think it's because they're saving 1 mana for Flowstone Infusion or something. There's the mountain. Just in time for this to not quite work, huh? Well... I mean, it should still be enough, right? The other thing is I could consider just, like, making a 4/4 flyer. Not doing phase 1 at all. They might have Destroy Evil, though. There's not a good way to get the damage in, I don't think. If I enlist, they can block with the 1/1, which I think they'd be okay with doing. And if I Elder Dragon War first, I don't get in the 2 damage. So I guess I just have to swing with this and miss this damage. Oh, I could destroy my Elder Dragon War. No thanks. It's a close race. The Devastator does a lot of damage. That's even more. But now we know their hand is empty. Doesn't seem like I'm going to need to destroy evil right now, huh? I don't see any need to play this, so we'll hang on to it. Good, okay. Oh, what a draw. We got him times a million, right? Close one, though. I mean, I played 2 pretty insane cards that game. The Elder Dragon War and the Archangel of Wrath. Also, like, the Benelish Sleepers were nuts. The Destroy Evil was nuts. But opponent was doing... every card I played this game was great, actually. And opponent was equally great. This was a game of high-powered Magic decks, at least as far as draft is concerned. Everything they did was amazing. The Herbalist, whatever. Baird was a big threat. That did get some real damage in. Take up the shields were great. Nice game. Anyway, so the Night of Dusk's Shadow and Night of Dawn's Light are, I think, pretty clearly homages to the White Knight and the Black Knight. The 2-mana 2/2 knights with first strike. And what printing was this? Was it Alpha? I don't even know how to find that out. It was in 30th Anniversary Edition. You know. Does that mean Alpha was the original one? I don't know. Great. MTG Black Knight original printing date set. I don't want to buy it. Just like tell me about it. Oh, that's a good card. Alpha. Yes, it was in limited edition Alpha. First strike and protection from white. And then the White Knight is the same. But the opposite, right? It costs white, has first strike and protection from black. Still not sure what this deck is. Really? Okay. That's a pretty aggressive line. Normally you'd prefer to sack the Cult Conscript because you have a way to get it back. But I guess they don't see themselves losing creatures anytime soon and they wanted more damage. Fair enough. I don't want to Benelish Sleeper to sacrifice, I don't think. It would stop the damage, I guess. And it looks like I'm winning the late game, right? So maybe I should do that. Yeah, I think I will. Well, I don't know about the late game. I'm winning the mid game. Ah, I ran out the second white because I have all these double white cards. I think it should have been the red first, that if I drew a mountain I could play Tori right now, which I think is what I should do. But, you know what? Well, yeah, this was a mistake. Getting Tori down right now would be way better. But Archangel of Wrath twice is also pretty good. Even if you're not kicking it. And with Missionary I can do that. Yeah, so big mistake, I think, playing the second white. I didn't think about what it was going to take to play Tori, and I happened to draw the card that makes me pay for my mistake. I'm still obviously in a stupendous position, but it was a mistake. Bortuck, the Vine Wall, I guess? If I attack with both of these, it just trades with Bortuck, which I don't especially want. They could easily have Cult Conscript. I guess I could Missionary back the Tori if that happened. No, because I'd be paying for Heroic Charge. Okay, so just this then. But you can see how if I had played Tori earlier, I'd now be able to, like, maybe, you know, not have played Archangel last turn, wait to play it now, and then blast this thing for 4 as it enters the battlefield. great card. It's kind of a scary card, in fact. I think they should attack with the 4/4. Okay. Alright, nothing I can do about that. That's pretty bad, but that's what the missionary's for. In some ways, it's good, because when I play it again, I can play it with double kicker. But in most ways, it's bad. Wow, really? Okay, I guess I just have to heroic charge to kill their 6/3. Okay, doesn't work. I could have declared this block first, but I didn't want to kill this. I wanted to kill that. And since it's a trampler, it wouldn't really have mattered. That tap is fine. Oh, and this is a 5/5 now. The Archangel can't even kill it. Ouch. We're gonna lose this game. Ah! What the hell? You know what? I assumed I would be able to pay for this, and it turns out I can't. It's 6 mana to play double kicked, and then 4 more to target the terror both times. So I guess I'm just dead. If I'd been able to kill the terror, maybe. Or if I'd kept the missionary back to block damage, obviously. Instead of swinging with it, but... I could have blocked there and lived, but who cares, right? Clearly dying pretty soon. I mean, I think it's possible that playing a plains instead of a mountain on turn 3 cost me the game. Because this Bortuk would have been gone, I think, if I'd been a little bit more patient. And I'd have more life. I'd have attacked for a little less, maybe? Although I don't think so. I would have been taking less damage from the Bortuk, of course. But obviously they had some pretty nuts stuff. It's not, like, embarrassing to lose that, but... I definitely, like, shouldn't have lost... Oh, you know what? Check my dailies. I always forget this shit. I think I had, like, red and white as one of my dailies, though, didn't I? So... Probably, that was the one that I would want to reroll. Yeah, I've accomplished them all today. Thinking about drafting, and like, in some sense, the goal of draft is to play the best cards you drafted. That's not really like the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is to play the best deck you can with the cards that you're offered. And so sometimes you may take cards that are not as good because they fit well into the deck you have. Obviously, this is not a surprise to anybody. It just sort of has me thinking about, like, you know, playing the best cards you can is sort of a good proxy for that. In that, like, the more good cards you play, it doesn't mean you'll win more games, but on average, the games you win, you have good cards, right? Is this at all interesting what I'm saying right here? Like, you know, in baseball, which I do not follow, so I'm sure all my analogies will be bonkers. Like, you win by getting more runs than the other team. But there are a lot of good proxies for that are a lot easier to measure and train for, like getting runners on base, right? That's how you win at baseball. Just get on base, because the games that you win will be games where you got on base. That's the whole like premise of Moneyball, I guess. Boy, this kind of stinks. I'm trying to remember. I had a better example that I think was from Bridge, which you may recall is another card game I've played for decades. No, it's poker. Poker. So, in poker, sometimes you should, like, bluff, right? If you have a bad hand, you often will not win the pot, and so you often should fold. But you should not always fold when you have a bad hand, because if you do, then when you have a good hand and don't fold, people will say, oh, he definitely has a good hand, because if he had a bad hand, he would have folded. And then they'll never let you get any money out of your good hands. And so to make sure you get money out of your good hands, this is the reason that you bluff with bad hands. It's not because it's exciting to win money with bad hands. You do that so that your good hands win more money. But thinking about, like, when should you bluff, right? Or when, you know, faced between two choices, between, like, a largest bet and a smallish bet, which one do you go for? And you have to, like, mix things up so that you can't be predictable, and that's, like, the whole point of bluffing. But, like, a rule of thumb is some pots will be small and some pots will be large, right? And the way that you bet has some influence on whether pots are large or small. And so you want the pots that are large to be the ones where you have more money, right? Sorry, where you have a better hand. And so, generally speaking, like, if you have a weaker hand, you should bet less often. Or bet a smaller amount. And the thing, I feel like the same thing applies in draft. Like, this is fine. I mean, I would like a swamp, but there aren't many in the deck. I'm just going to take this. Actually, I think I'm going to Elder Dragon War away all three of these cards. Beautiful. Maybe just two of them? Maybe I can keep one Destroy Evil? Sure. You know, generally speaking, you want your draft decks to have more good cards in them because you will win more games if you have more good cards. That doesn't mean you always just take the best card from the pack, but it's kind of like an obvious insight that leads to the idea of don't just stay in the same color that you started in, but rather try to take the best card in the pack for a while and figure out where you belong, because you just want more good cards in your decks. Alright, go away. Glad I kept one. I feel like since they saw me discard one, they should maybe suspect I have another, because it's such a nice card. But anyway. So I don't know, that was just some of my thoughts I briefly had about, like, wait a minute. Well, I do want a land. You know, maybe this is some of the guiding philosophy of how to draft. And why that is, and some comparisons to other games I know about. I don't know, maybe I'm not even supposed to develop out the 3-1 in case they have Elder Dragon War? If they do, I think it's fine, though. What are they going to do? Kill a 3-1 and a 2-1? Who cares? Morrow is a good card. I don't know that it's enough, though. So if they play nothing, we swing for 7 and then bop them for 3 and they're dead. If they can't do something here. Okay, that's something. Wow. Oh, I probably shouldn't have played that land, right? No, I've... My card draw is Sprouting Goblins, so it makes sense to be playing lands. They really can't attack with the Morrow, because I could just crack back too big, I think? Maybe? I don't know. I guess I would have to block. I would have to block pretty big, actually, in case of a trick. Like if they have Colossal Growth? I can't just, like, block with a 2-1. Because this would be a 12-12 with Trample and I would die. But I can block with, like, a 1-3 or something. There's the Dragonborn. They're going to make a 4-4 flyer? No. I wonder why not. Oh, that's really nice. I mean, you know, the dragon arrives in time to stop them from dying. But I'm not sure if that's all they care about. I guess they did get some pretty good kills on my stuff. And they're getting to dump 2 lands. Or no, a land and a draw spell. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's worth risking me drawing something. You do have to play a creature, though, or you're dead, right? Or I guess play some removal? Whoa. Oh, that doesn't even kill it. What am I doing? That's a bad play. It is, what, 5 damage, though? So I could double block and see if it dies? I don't know. Kind of stupid. I thought this was some, like, kill spell. That's embarrassing. It doesn't even die. Oops. This is such a weird attack. I think they have, like... I mean, okay, so obviously the block, the hit there was bad. I think they have, like, Gaia's Might or something. Gaia's Blessing. Whatever it's called. Gaia's Might, right? I shouldn't have thrown away my only, like... my only useful spell. That's for sure. Because it could have taken care of this flyer. Yeah, it does 4 damage. Although I guess they weren't attacking with it anytime soon. Not dead yet. What would be winning here? 7 mana, so I can't Phyrexian Missionary. Oh. The Outrider's not dead anyway, it's in my library. Yeah. I mean, okay, so wasting my only spell was not relevant there. I don't know what happened. I just didn't get them killed quite fast enough, and then the domain stuff took over, I guess. You know, were there any attacks I could have made earlier that would have helped? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Huh. Well, let's not have another 2 and 3 game, please. I grow tired of those. Have I had, have my last two both been 2 and 3, or did I have some 3 and 3s in there? Yeah, 2 and 3, 3 and 3, 2 and 3. And then the 2 7s before that. And then a bunch of 3s. Ugh. Floppy taco. Great colors, great spells, I'm in. All I need is eventually another planes. But not for anything specific in my hand, just like to get to Heroic Charge and Archangel of Wrath, I'll need that eventually. I'm not so thrilled about the second Destroy Evil this early. Obviously, even the first is not my favorite. That's a pretty good top deck. I wish I had it a little earlier. Actually, I wouldn't have played it any earlier than this. Well, maybe I could have not played the tap land. I don't remember. Wow, isn't this like one of... No, I have 2 swamps. Yeah, okay. I don't like that you have reach. I don't know, I guess I'll need more red before I need more black, right? I don't know, I'll never need either. Planes? Or a useful spell? I would be in support of either. Okay. Okay, why do you want Death Touch? You gonna give it take up the shield, or no? You're just gonna lose it. Okay. I could run out the missionary here. I don't really see that being very good. I'd rather wait till they kill the Knight of Dawn's Light and then bring it back. Really weird misplay with the Death Touch. How am I losing to players in this bracket? Okay. There's my excuse to bring it back now. And I can even play it again. I'll have 6 mana. Won't be able to do any pumping, of course, but... What I want is for them to give this a counter somehow. Ooh, hang on. That's not what I want at all. Actually, what I want is to beat the shit out of this thing. If they bring it back tapped... I think I'd rather have this back on the board first, actually. And it'll keep the right mana for me because I have Destroy Evil, so I can trust auto tap here, but I will double check it, of course. So I'd rather use Archangel of Wrath on something other than this 4-3. Okay. For example, well, yeah, I guess I destroy evil, and then I can actually attack with most of my stuff. Oh, this has reach. I'm stupid. I remembered it for a while, but now that they've left this creature untapped, I forgot. I can't be trusted. That's another decent destroy evil. And an insane artillery blast. Okay, we're in business here. This does 4 damage. If you bring it back tapped, you're dead. I assume. Yeah, 4 plus 3. I guess they have enough mana they could play something else as well. So one thing I could try would be Archangel of Wrath shooting the Baloth twice, swing with the Knight. Then they kind of have to let the damage in, but that's kind of worse than just shooting them in the face twice. If I shoot him in the face twice, I'm 1 short of lethal, right? And so you would think that after that, Mary's Outrider would be lethal. What if I played Mary's Outrider first? It seems like either way, I should swing with both of these, right? I mean, from another point of view, this plus Mary's Outrider is lethal without using any creatures at all. So why not keep my creatures on my board? Play out the less flexible approach first. Just like a creature that does some damage. And threatens to attack, by the way. And then Archangel of Wrath can shoot him in the face if it's lethal, or do something else if it's not. If they attack, I am blocking, even though it loses me to 4/4. I don't want to risk them having a pump for 7, which is possible with red and green showing as like primary colors. And I can't block with the other 2, or I would. Okay, that's fine. We win then. Well, I do still have to block if they attack, actually. They could have 2 Gaia's Might, right? Red, green, black. No. That would only be +6. Looks like once again I don't need the Archangel because I have Heroic Wrath, Heroic Charge. Very funny. Decline, right? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. This is lethal anyway. But I think Heroic Wrath is more damage than this thing is. No, I have both. I could do both. I couldn't gain the trample, but that's okay. Yeah, pay double red, and then you still have 4. For some reason, I looked at my lands and only counted 5, even though I knew there were 6 a minute ago. Fine. It's not great, but Artillery Blast might do something on 2. On 3, I have a play. On 4, I have a play. Looks like the Artillery Blast will work. That's nice. But I mean, we're still on the draw, so we're in a tempo disadvantage here. This helps actually. What's with all the planes? Get out of here. Because I have an attacker now and they don't, but this is still a very useful creature in various ways. It's braids. This is so many planes. Okay, and there's a... May sacrifice a permanent, so it doesn't care if it's a token. Well, Captain's Call is very good against the make opponent sacrifice stuff deck. And also the enjoy sacrificing your own stuff deck. I assume they have like Cult Conscript and so on. I don't know if I'm going to play a single other planes. Because when I get Elder Dragon Lore, I want to be able to discard these. Jesus Christ. And when I get red, I want to play it for this, right? Like, to play this, I need a mountain anyway. So these planes aren't really helping. What would they help with? It's hard to imagine, right? Like, let's look at the deck list here. Tori doesn't need them, needs red. Heroic Charge needs red. Archangel. I guess it would be nice to have a 5th in case I draw Archangel. And then a mountain, or mountain then Archangel or something. Sprouting Goblin, I guess. Could turn these into cards after I play them, maybe. This is obviously a very bad draw, though. We got a good early curve. We haven't done anything. I guess this is our first turn of not doing anything, but opponent has done more in general. Ugh, this makes me so mad. Okay. Good. I'll take it. You know, a mountain would have been better, but there are advantages to having this, I guess. The one face damage is not nothing. I guess having drawn another creature at the same time as I have this is, I suppose, another reason to want more lands, right? This takes 7. I can play that. Okay. I'll trade this for a combat trick, I guess. I don't see any good attacks coming of this. Uh-oh. Miasma? That's pretty cool. Outrider seems best here, right? Better than Ellis. Now, what about the Flyer? Outrider gets in 4 damage right away. But the Flyer gets in 2 per turn for a while. Plus it heals me, and I can play it now instead of later. I'll actually take the Flyer. If I had more Outriders in the deck, I would more seriously consider taking an Outrider from the Missionary. But I don't. I do! Ha! Well, this is still pretty good. Yeah, okay, so slight miscalculation on the deck contents there. So I have to remove the Flyer and play another creature, or else remove another one of these in order to live. I suppose they could just play, like... they don't have enough mana to, like, play 2 creatures and then sack them both to wall. But if they could do that, that would work. Like, if there's a 1-mana spell that was, like, make 2/1/1s. And they could play a land. Then they could spend 6 mana blowing things up and... Okay. Oh, I thought you would take Outrider. You don't have Outrider. You don't have anything with Reach. I'm getting you confused with the previous player. I decline. You can have some cards. Can't believe the timing on that second Outrider. Just as I was in the middle of explaining that I don't have it in the deck, there it is. Alright, we have Canine 6464 up today. First time seeing this card or this card. I think it's a fine keep. I need to develop something proactive at some point. But for now, this is okay. I don't know why I'm bothering with this. You know... Ooh, that's spooky. So this doesn't do anything, right? so I think we just play out the missionary here to have a creature on board. It would be nice to use it to, like, return the Outrider, but that doesn't seem to be happening yet. Wait, why didn't I play the missionary on 2? I was just like, I know, I'll lightning strike whatever they play, but why didn't I just play something? It's sort of mysterious. I guess we swing and, you know, heroic charge here is fine if they block. If not, I get in some damage. Oh wow, what is this? Flowstone infusion? Gonna turn it red? Black. I've already forgotten the 1 mana black instance. This is fine, I guess. I wish they'd blocked first, of course, but it's not like that was ever going to happen. Jeez, more defender stuff, huh? And the good ones too. I mean, I don't know, not Chaplain, but these are hard to come by. The bulwarks, the coral colonies. All right, let's just crack them for 3 here. And then we can consider, like, sacrificing this to be able to play it again? I don't know how good that is. I do know my 4/4 blocks fairly well, though. Tori, huh? I mean, I could play at the Archangel of Wrath. And, like, be able to swing in for decent amounts in the sky. And also kill the Pixie while I'm here. And get it back with Braid's Frightful Return. But what if I developed this and tried, like, attacking with... I can attack with the 4/4 now. They don't really have any kills for it, I guess. I should do that, right? Yeah, why not? Okay, hopefully we can make them regret that. I'm not sure what the best way to do that is. Probably it's to just play Archangel of Wrath, right? I have Braids to bring it back if they ever kill it. Or to bring back the Outrider if that's necessary to get to lethal. Okay, you gotta get the Wingmantle Chaplain right now. You can't keep stalling, I don't think. I mean, they do threaten a lot of damage with the Bulwark. These guys could be swinging pretty hard. I don't know why you want another Bulwark, actually. That's just weird. main phase? It's not lethal, is it? What's going on here? Oh, you know what? I could have used braids to pick something back up. Like a phoenix chick and attacked with it. Since they've been milling stuff, I can braids even things I haven't yet played, which I sort of forgot about. I think this is the time to play braids picking up Outrider. Okay. Kind of weird. I don't know, like, was this what they were going to win the game with? If so, why weren't they attacking with it? Not enough mana, I guess. They wanted to keep developing more dudes. But those dudes weren't winning the game, right? You can see that just, like, playing these is going to lose to what I have on board. So if given the chance to pick something else up, I think they would have. So, like, is this all their defenders? Maybe. It seems weird that they would keep playing Sentinels in that case to pick up Bulwarks when, like, those don't win. Maybe they just wanted to, like, grab, you know, the most, quote, damage they could, i.e. the most defenders to mill me with, and needed to top deck whatever their actual answer was to my creatures. I thought Wingmantle Chaplain would have bought them a lot of time. I guess they must not have had it. A-okay. Cannot keep this. This hand is not A-okay. Some nice 2-drops, but the wrong colors. Well, I can play Ellis, and if I ever get any red, I really unlock a heck of a hand. I'm not going to keep the card that requires double red. That's too far away. I don't like to keep this, but it might work out. And mulliganing is unlikely to work out. Okay. Well, found the mountain we needed to complete our curve. Sort of. Found both mountains. So actually Tori would have been as it turns out, would have worked out better than this thing. Tapping down nothing, huh? Okay. So that means I get this attack, and like it trades for the swarm, which is not great for me, but I'd like it to go away, I think. Tap that if you want it, don't really mind. Not happy to see that. Could attack and they would trade with both birds, that's not good. Ugh, another one? Okay, Captain's Call is something, but not for right now. This creature's obviously great right now. Oh, it can't block. Look at that. You got me. I forgot. No matter how many times I say that, it sounds sarcastic. No matter how much I add to it, I did actually forget. This is a tap ability, right? So without 2 drawbridges, they can't tap both Outriders. But if one of them blocks the Battle Fly, they'll be able to keep the other one tapped permanently. So I think I have to let a single 1/1 attack me. Or I suppose I could attack with a 4/4. What are they blocking with, right? I get in 4 damage, they get in 3. I think I'm happy with that trade. And it costs them mana to do it anyway. Oh, I guess they're getting in, like, more than that, right? Because they can tap down this and even attack with the Vivisector. Maybe that's not so hot. Or we get this trade in and then they tap this down and swing for 4. Ugh, I hate this thing. These Battlefly Swarms. I don't really have much. Well, Archangel of Wrath, I guess. Okay, I think we don't attack. It feels really bad to try to play the long game against a Chaplain, but maybe it can be done. This doesn't do anything. Don't see any merit in attacking it, I don't think. If they ever, like... So, a thing they can do, and that I thought they might have done last turn, is, like, tap one of my creatures... I'm keeping this in case of Dragon War. Tap one of my creatures on my turn. Then on their turn, untap the drawbridge and tap the other one. Then they can get in with these 3. If they ever do that, though, I can swing with both of these, and I think that the exchange is in my favor. So they're not doing that. That's pretty good. Okay, I'll try attacking with one of these now. Because I can get it back. And I guess I'll trade one of my 1/1s for their 1/1 as well. Maybe it depends how they scry. 1 bottom. So it is giving them another scry. But I think it's worth it to turn off their air dude. And it's not like I need to get the Outrider back this turn anyway. I can't cast it. So I might as well take step 1. Oh no, they discard a card. That's probably good too. Sure. What? Alright, alarm bells should be going off right now. I'll play this because I might want to... Well, no. If I want to Outrider plus Destroy Evil next turn, I can just do it. I can play the planes then, right? But I might want to like Outrider plus play a 3/2, a 3 mana 2/1 flyer. So But then I can still do this. Yeah. That's shocking. What could they have that's better than Urborg Repossession? I guess they don't have the green mana yet, but it's still pretty good. I guess they just don't have anything to bring back right now, but they could, like, intentionally... I guess they can't intentionally lose... Well, if I attack with the 4/4, they could lose the Chaplain. But it doesn't get that many birds back, even. Okay, maybe Urborg Repossession isn't that good right now. But it could be good later, and it seems like the game is going long, so I still think whatever other cards in their hand must be pretty good. But it's something they're not playing now. Is it, like, really premium removal? I feel like if they could remove my 4/4, they would be doing it. Because then they could tap down the other one and bonk me for 2 every turn. Of course, now that they've seen Braid's Frightful Return, they might not do that. But in the past, they would have played that card. So I think that it's not that. A board clear? Like Miasma? Doesn't seem likely in this deck. A big unplayable threat? Even Necromass is playable, so I don't know what that could be. Something very situational? But then why throw away Urborg Repossession? I guess opponent just rage quit? I've been, like, busy thinking about all the stuff that's going on, but apparently, like, nothing is going on. Huh. Oh, Lightning Strike is nice. Give me this, please. Although, I don't know if I should, like... I probably should Lightning Strike the Chaplain. Although, I can always do it... in response to them playing whatever creature they're playing, right? If they play a Defender creature that I don't want them to get a bird off of, I can kill the Chaplain then. It looks like all this thought is going to waste because the game is about to end, but... it's still interesting. Like, what is the right play here? I don't know. Yeah, I guess this just made them quit the game. Bizarre. Maybe they got run over by a car. That's grisly. Okay, well, GG. Gotcha. Gotcha. That's what the GG stands for. Gotcha. Weird. I mean, Braids was good. I feel like I didn't do that much else that was incredible. I just, like, played Outriders until they conceded. Huh. Well, 6 wins. We were at 2-2 at some point, weren't we? So I'm glad that hasn't happened, right? It was 2-0, 2-2, and now 6-2. Diogurati, but it looks more like backwards something, right? Tarragoid? Terrigoid? Terruigoid? I don't know. This looks fine. I need more lands, but I have a 2 and hopefully a 3. And I'm on the draw, importantly. The hand needs to shape up pretty quickly, though. Okay, shaping up has commenced. I guess we just strike team and swing, right? Land? I'll take it. Will not take that. Alright, all I have is 2 drops. What are you going to do about it? At least I have lands. Keep pushing for damage. Seems like very appropriate to lightning strike that. Okay, they found their 4th land. That's bad news for us. But they don't have that much domain yet. Maybe they're just Golgari graveyard shit? Golgari big dudes? Well, at least it's a land. I could also believe, by the way, that I played this game out completely wrong. This is kind of cool. That I've played it way too aggressively, and that I should have been saving more value. I don't think so, but maybe. I'm going to get this out while it's still guaranteed to hit something big. This is just terrifying, them being on 6 mana. Ugh. Heroic Charge doesn't even really work here. But Outriders are pretty good. Right, develop one more Outrider and try a Heroic Charge after that? Might work. But they just keep playing absolute beasts. Right, we knew this would happen when they were stuck on 3 mana and couldn't do anything. Plus they're a green deck. It's Sholdred? Really? Okay, I mean, I have to win right away. I don't see how attacking wins, but not attacking definitely loses. Right? Like, what am I hoping to draw while they're gaining 2 life or more per turn? Keldon Strike Team would work, but it's in the bin already. Archangel of Wrath, maybe? That's too slow, I think. With them gaining 2 life per turn, the Archangel dealing 3 is not really that important. By the time I get it, it'll be too late. Even if I get it on the next draw. But, like, what if I attack all here? What they should do is, like, block each of my creatures once. And, like, block one of the Outriders twice. I lose everything, I kill a couple of their creatures, and I get in for a couple damage. I don't know, I guess I have to do that? Sholdred doesn't really want to block. This gets in for 5? 6, 7? Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, I don't think you can let the missionary in, so... 1, 2... Yeah, this only gets in for 2, and it doesn't kill Sholdred. But it kills a lot of their stuff. Oh, for 3, I guess. Oh, because the worm's a 5/4, not a 5/5. Destroy Evil also works, I guess, for Sholdred. But I needed to get rid of all that other shit. Oh my god. least their domain's only 3. This actually kills Children. I think they shouldn't have tapped Children. But I don't know. Maybe they're worried about me drawing an Outrider or something. That makes sense. Braids is on the bottom, right? So I can't get that to get back the Outriders. And I've already played both and the Missionary. So I don't think I have any recursion left for that. I don't know what I can do to win. Archangel of Wrath. That's, well, not lethal on the spot anymore. Why not attack third? Get in that 1 damage? Seems a little weird. Alright, 6 wins. Whew, tough to beat that. I mean, they went from 3 mana doing nothing to like 5 mana playing absolutely everything, just monster after monster. And so I think it was right to play as aggressively as I could in the early game and try to kill them before they got there, because there's no way I'm winning after all that value hits the board, except by sneaking in a little damage, like with Heroic Charge, which I did. I snuck in a little. Yeah, I don't think I did anything wrong this game except maybe the mulligan. But that worked out quite well, didn't it? So I think, like, I don't know, kind of just unwinnable against what opponent had. Like, I could have maybe gotten better draws with the draws that I got, which were pretty reasonable, I think, maybe even good. Like, what are you supposed to do against all this shit, right? Anyway, a good result. Happy to have more like that any day of the week. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.